everybody. My name is Brenda and welcome to Tangle Break. We will be taking a break from our day and learning how to relax and have fun with easy to do tangles. If you know how to do the letters I, S, C, and O, I can show you how to do structured patterns that are easy to do, and the end results are just beautiful. The way I got started was I am a retired school teacher, and I have always loved art. And now I am a caregiver for my mom who lives in our home, and I was looking for how to take a break. And Zentangle came into my life, and it is a perfect way to just take a break from your day and relax and have fun. So how did Zentangle get started? Well, Zentangle is a registered trademark, and the Zentangle method is an easy to learn method created by Rick Roberts and Maria Thomas. They go into depth. She is an award-winning artist. He practiced meditation for years, and one time he walked in and she was deep into her art, and they realized that she was actually doing the meditation in her art, and they put together art and meditation, and that's how Zentangle became this beautiful art form. And to find out more information and products and everything that you would like to know about Zentangle, you can go to zentangle.com. But what we're going to do today, I wanted to make sure you knew where we're coming from, is we're going to start for those that are beginning brand new to Zentangle and wanting to know just how to have a fun way to take a break. So we're going to get started today with the very first tile that is shown in our lesson plans. Oh, and by the way, I am a certified Zentangle teacher called a CZT, that's the abbreviation, and I was certified by the founders, Rick Roberts and Maria Thomas. So everything that I'm teaching you is what they have guided me, and lesson plans and all, some of theirs and some of my own that I'm going to be throwing in. So I hope you have a lot of fun doing this. This one is what we're going to start doing. For those of you that know Zentangle, this will bring you back down memory lane, because we have here the different ones that we're going to do are Crescent Moon, Hollibaugh, Florz, and Printemps. And for those of you that are brand new, if you were like me, you'd look at this and be like, wow, can I do that? I'm going to show you, yes, you can. Easy steps. So let's get started. I have right here a tile, a Zentangle tile, and it's the special paper that you can get on zentangle.com. I have a pencil, and it's a smaller pencil, almost like a golf pencil, so that you can just have it in your hand to lightly draw with, because you're not going to be wanting to press down much. This is a tortillon, and I'm going to show you how to shade today. And this is a Micron 01 pen. Okay, so first let's start with the 8 basic steps of the Zentangle method. The first one is gratitude and appreciation, because we want to start with just a love and carefreeness and just a joy for the art that we're about ready to do, and the appreciation that we took the time for ourselves to do this. So the paper is great quality. You've got your pencil, your pen around. If you're just starting and you do not have a tortillon, you can use a my mind just went blank. Q-tip. There you go. You can just use a Q-tip to help shade. I've even seen people use their finger to help shade. So I mean, whatever you have, this is not supposed to be stressful. This is supposed to be your break time. Okay, so we're going to get started. A lot of times they'll say that one of the first things is just the intimidation of getting started. So this is a very basic step. Step 2 is going to be, let's draw corner dots. Okay, a corner dot is just a light dot in each corner. That's it. You've gotten started now. Okay, so the intimidation of starting your art project is over. The next step is going to be doing a border. And remember I said I, S, C, O, those are the letters that if you know those kind of strokes you can do this. Well, there's nothing that you need to do perfect on this, and it's going to come out wonderful. So all I'm going to do is draw from one dot to another, and I'm not necessarily even going to draw a straight line. Okay, it's straight, but I mean not ruler perfect straight. And I'm just going to pull it toward me. And one of the things I've learned is when you pull something toward, pull a line towards you, it just flows easy and it gets a little bit straighter. So we're just going to flow it easy, come to the thing. We're almost finished. And that's our border. So we've already done the three basic steps. We've started with gratitude and appreciation. We did our corner dots. Now we've done our border. Now we're going to do what's called a string. Okay, a string is just sort of gives you boundaries in your art. It can be circular, it can be wavy, it can be like in a Z form. As we do different lessons, I'll show you that there are many ways to do strings, and there'll be some days that you do a string differently than I do, and that's absolutely fine. Let the inner artist inside of you shine through. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to do a Z. This is just the start of one. So I'm going to go halfway down the first side, put a little dot for myself, and I'm going to just aim to go up to the middle of this one. Then I'm going to come down toward the middle of that one, and then I'm going to go back up toward the middle of that one. So as you can see, it's a Z sideways. Done. Okay, now we're going to start the next step, which is the tangle. What I should say is when I was doing the pencil, I did do it lightly and on the side because you don't need to have an eraser. They have said in class that when we're doing Zentangle, there are no mistakes. If something is, where you think it should not go, just bear with it and see if you can't make it part of your beautiful picture. At first I was thinking like, are you sure I shouldn't have an eraser? And it is very true. The very first one I'm going to do for you is, I'll show you the picture again. This is where we're going. I'm going to start with Crescent Moon. This is Crescent Moon, and very easy to do. What we're going to do is start with some half circles, which we'll move this off of here, which it's been described to me that actually looks like little ladybugs. So you're going to just do little humps just around the edge, and I've picked this section to do. And we're just going to do little sections, little ladybugs going around. And we're done. That's it. Next part is we are going to fill in the ladybugs. And we'll do it quickly. Right in here. And this is sometimes it's just relaxing just to color. Especially when you know, okay, every ladybug, just fill it in. Just fill it in all the way around. I am a retired school teacher after 30 years, and I loved it. I was the teacher of 4th grade and for about 7 years, and then I did 3rd grade for 23 years. And I remember the students always enjoying taking a break. If they finished early, I would say, okay, you can just draw for a few minutes while we're waiting for everybody. And I would notice that they would get into just a quiet, peaceful just coloring or drawing their picture. And when I would call them to get, to start listening again, you could almost see that they were coming out of like a meditative, relaxed stage. So here's the last one. And we are finished with our little ladybugs. With time right now, I'm not filling in every little thing, but you can go back at the end and fill in it all. Okay, what we're going to do next is called an aura. An aura is just simply going around the shape. So I'm going to just aura the ladybug. We'll go to the next one and aura the ladybug. Now I'm going to go all the way around. And already you can see that the picture is coming to life. And there you go. Okay? All right, so then we're going to go again and just aura around and aura around. And then I'm going to show you right here. See, I'm going to start my aura. And instead of going over top of that, I'm going to do what's called Hollibaugh, which is actually drawing under. So I just can visualize where that line would be, and I come out on this side. Done. So I don't have any lines going into each other yet. And the next drawing we're going to do is actually called Hollibaugh, but you got a preview of drawing behind right now. Okay, so I've come all the way around. Okay, there are different versions of Crescent Moon on how to do the middle. I'm going to do a very basic one. So we've done this, and then future lessons I'll show you some variations of Crescent Moon, which you can make really cool 3D effects, and that is something I love doing. So that's probably what you'll see a lot here and there. The 3D effect, I love it. Okay, so we did the two auras around every ladybug. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to aura with one line, and we're going to go around, and we're not stopping, and I'm staying in the same space away. I'm going around, and then when I get here, I'm just double checking. I think I'm gonna just stop it right there. You could keep on with the line. I just let it join together. Like I said, there is no wrong way or right way. It's just what you're feeling like. I like this because, as you'll see when I shade it, it will have a little bit of a 3D, the little 3D effect that I'm so drawn to. So then I just did the inside of that. Okay. Just for depth, I'm going to go ahead and shade the middle of this. You could leave it blank if you want to. The whole goal of this Tangle Break is to relax. Okay, it's just to take a break from your day and relax. So you can do it as close to mine as you want, or if you feel the need to, or feel the desire to do something a little bit different, by all means do it, because this is your time for you. All right, so we did that. Now we're going to do Hollibaugh, and Hollibaugh is pretty cool. This is the one that I said you learn how to draw underneath, or to make the 3D effect. So first thing I'm going to do is take my pen and go from here to here. Done. Okay, that's all. Now I'm going to take my pen and aura it, and go from here to here. It's like I made a board. Okay, and I'm done. Now I'm going to just decide where to put multiple boards. So I'm going to take one from here, go all the way down to the bottom, and I stop at my pencil line. And I'm going to go over about the same distance and go under that one. Remember how I mentally I knew where the line would be? I didn't go on top, and I just started underneath. So that's where that went. Okay. Some people prefer, as they get further and further underneath, to make the boards smaller and smaller to give depth. That's totally up to you. So now I'm going to go this way, and I'm just, the more you draw, the more you'll visualize when you have to go underneath other ones. So you see, I think it's fun though. It's like a little game to see if you can see it. Now, another thing that I hadn't mentioned is your tile is a 3.5-inch tile all the way around. And what makes it easy is because of the space, we'll be able to finish a beautiful art project within a reasonable amount of time, and you're going to be able to easily turn it, okay, so that you can work on it. So I've done it that way, so now let's go this way. And I said earlier that when you pull lines to you, it just, if I like the flow of it, and I feel like I can do a straighter line. So look at that, that's already very cool how it looks like it's underneath each other. Let's do one more line just because I'm enjoying doing lines, and then we'll stop. Okay, all right, so that's Hollibaugh. Let's stop right there for a minute, and since we have two on here, we have Crescent Moon and Hollibaugh, let me show you some shading before we have the whole thing. Okay, let's go back to Crescent Moon, and I'm going to take my pencil and I'm just going to lightly just go around it, just very lightly shading in around my middle that I did in pen with the black, just a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is on the edges, on the white, I'm telling you to do it just on the white. If you do it on the black, it actually makes a different shine to the black. So I just don't even go on top of the black. I stay on the white area. And when I shade it, it's going to actually make it like a border. So I'm just going to put in, they call it, I'm using my pencil, but they'll say in class, putting a little graphite on your paper. So we will use that terminology, and we're going to put some graphite on our paper. So I've done all the way around the edges using my pencil lightly. Now I'm going to take the tortillon. If you don't have a tortillon, you can order a pack online at Zentangle.com. You could use a Q-tip, you could use your finger. And then with the tortillon, I just, you can hear it, I'm doing circular motions. I'm just going to do some circular motions just to give it some, now I'm going to go around the black right there. And in the middle, just because it'll give it some depth. And I'm staying off of the black, but I'm just, it sort of just makes it pop. And then it definitely helps with your border area. It just gives it a little bit more contrast. And then just, I think it sort of brings it to life a little bit instead of just being a white piece of paper. Okay, you can see that's what was happening here too. This gives it a little bit of oomph. Now for Hollibaugh, this is fun too. Look at the board you did first. I call them boards. The board you did first, and just lightly on the outside, and you're going to go over top of the boards underneath. And why? Because it looks like it's raised above it. So just a little bit. And some people go through every board. I have a tendency to do every board. Some people just pick and choose some boards to do, and then it just pops it out so that it looks like it's raised. So you can see on the one I've already previously done, I did every single board, and you can see the depth as it goes down. And then I already popped this one up. And I'm going to do, like for this one, I'm just going to do these edges because it goes underneath that one, so I don't want it to be on top of that. So if it goes on top of a board, then I'm gonna go across that board. I'm gonna just be right where the pin mark is. Whoop, I need to raise it up, don't I? Right where the pin mark is. So on this one, it goes over top of that board, so that's where it's gonna go. Go to the edge. On this one, it goes, this board goes on top, so your shading is on top. On this one, your shading is going to be on top, and the other one was below. And then this one, we're going to finish it up. Okay. And so then I just go back and just softly just blend it in, going back over it so that you don't really see the pencil marks. I mean the pencil lines. You just see the smudges. That's what you want. You just want like the shadows of what you just did. It just gives it some more life, more depth. All right, so we're almost finished with our tile. We're halfway through. So the next one is going to be Florz. Okay, Florz. So let's see. I will pick this one up here. So for Florz, it's going to be a grid system. Let's just go, and I'm going to just eyeball it. Make sure you see everything. I'm getting into the tangling, so I had to look up to make sure that I was still in the right spot when I'm tangling. And then I'm going to go this way. So it's just a grid system. This way and this way. Okay? Just made a grid. That's it. And it doesn't matter whether your lines are straight, and in future lessons I'm going to show you some really cool grids that we will not want to have straight lines to make it really cool. And then it actually looks like it's flowing or like movement. Okay, love it. All right, so now we're next step of Florz is we're going to do, see where my pen went? Just across the corner. I'm going to go across this corner, go across all corners, and I made a diamond. Done. Okay. All right, so let's go and do the next one. The 4 corners. Done. Next one, 4 corners, and done. And we're just going to do that all the way down, which is not a whole lot because this is not a very big section. Okay, now if I was in my elementary class, I would say, what would you do next? So, what do you do next? See how it's not all the way there? But we're going to do the Hollibaugh thought and think, okay, it's not, the line is not there, but where would it be? So on the sides, we're going to do half the diamond. Every corner still gets a line, but then we don't do the line on this side because it's going to be under the border, and when we shade it in, it'll look really cool. All right, that's it. So, and then I'm gonna, if you were imagining this would be a corner right here, we'd have a half thing there. So all we have to do now is color in our board, our little diamond areas. And I'm gonna think that there's one there. And then we only have one more to do. And your break has hopefully relaxed you and you've had some fun and you're making a beautiful piece of art. That when you know how simple it is and easy it is to make, we're just doing simple structured patterns over and over again, and then these beautiful pictures just pop out. So we're almost finished with this one. And what I'll do is I will go ahead and shade this one in also while we're right here A lot of times shading is done all at the end, but since this is your beginning class, I'm just trying to keep you step by step so you see the shading as we go. So like the different strokes, these are different tangles, and we'll be using these again. This was Hollibaugh, this is Crescent Moon, this is Florz. So for Florz, one of the ones I like to do is do like an L shape. So I'm gonna come through here and just the side and the bottom, side and the bottom. Just a little bit of, as they say, graphite, your pencil, side and the bottom, side, bottom. We're almost done. But it's like when you get in, what I enjoy about Zentangle is the repetitiveness of it, because it just sort of, you can get lost in the repetitive, calm strokes that you've got. Okay, tortillon, finger, Q-tip. Keep getting stuck on Q-tip. And then I'm just pulling it out a little bit. Just giving it a, I don't want to see my pencil marks as far as like a line or anything. So if you noticed, I didn't say it, but I'll say it now. I was doing little circles with the pencil in a way, like little bitty circles. So that's almost what I'm doing with my tortillon. There's no right or wrong way to do it, but that's just how I've done it to help me. And done, Florz, and it almost gives it a pillowy look. So it looks, that's that three-dimensional look that we enjoy, that I enjoy. Okay, your last one. Oh my goodness, our break's almost coming to an end. Wow, I'm ready to do another one. I'm ready to take another Tangle break. Okay, right now, this is the last one we're gonna do, and this one is Printemps. Okay, fancy name, isn't it? And this is easy. This is gonna be, let's get my pen around here like this so I can put my hand on this. We're gonna take our point and we're gonna, oh, you can't see. We're gonna go around and around and around, and then just bring it in. Okay, that's it, Printemps. Okay, now, what have you learned? You learned the Hollibaugh, so we're gonna do Printemps, but we're gonna do the draw behind technique, which makes it really cool. So what I'm gonna do is take this and go around. I've been sort of close to this. And then I'm gonna go underneath there, and I'm gonna come back around, and then go in there. You notice what I did? I went past the pencil border, and it's fine, okay? The pencil border is just a guide to just get you started, get you feeling like, okay, I've already drawn the paper, I can go. Get you over just the hesitancy of getting started. Okay, so right now I'm gonna start down here, and I'm just gonna make a littler one. And then I'm gonna stop right there. Okay, and then the little bitty triangle that's in there, I'm gonna fill it in. So then let's go over here and just make a bigger one. And then it stops before it goes back in there. I'll make up one here. Make another little one here. Because I want a little bit of black ink in here just to give it some pop. So like right where I had a little bit of a space. I'm gonna put another one right here. Okay. Is it a way to do it? Just like wherever you feel like you need a little pop. Right there. And I'm gonna fill in this little area right here with some black ink. Okay. I feel like I want a teeny tiny one here. So I can fill in this little area with some black. Fill in this little area with some black. Okay. Pull it down bigger. Okay. And then over here. All right, so I think that we have pretty much finished, except for the shading. So for the shading, I'm going to finish this part up here, and this part right here. And for the Printemps, I'm going to put right here. And then I'm going to go underneath this one, and underneath this one, and then let this just pop right out like that. And there. So I hope you have enjoyed. For the shading, we did our shading. The next one, initial and sign. You can initial like the very back. Sign your back when it was happening. This is with Tangle Break. And the date. And then on the front, you can do what is called a chop, okay, which is your initials. You can decide whichever way you want to look at it. My chop is I do a B, and then I turn it, and I do an S this way, and so then that's my little chop. And then the last part is appreciate. Appreciate the job that you have done, the time that you've taken for yourself, and I have really enjoyed our break together and hope that you will join me again. So bye for now.